What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another third-party review. Today we're taking a look at the Fansproject Crossfire-02EX Quake, otherwise known as Shockwave, and he's the little target master that came with the re-release of the Bruticus limbs. And yeah, just a blind bag type packaging on this guy, nothing too fancy. Obviously, you know, you get Quake inside, so that's enough of this. Let's actually get to Quake himself. And here he is. He stands about the size of a little Legends figure, and he's got some fantastic posability and, you know, joints on this guy. You got a shoulder ball joint up here. You got the elbow is on a ball joint. Can't get a huge range of motion out of the elbow, but it's enough to be effective, especially with the ball jointed arm. The head is on a ball joint, though it could use a couple extra paint apps to bring out those silver earpieces. But the eye did come out really nice and clean with the black behind it, so that's pretty nice. Down to the hips here, no waist, but we do have a ball jointed upper thigh with a thigh swivel and a nice, you know, standard 90-degree joint there, and you can see his giant heel spurs to help keep him standing. Overall, he's not too horrible looking of a Shockwave. His cannon's on the wrong arm, but we can forgive that, I suppose. Coming around to the back, not terribly pretty, but whatever, it still gets the job done. So let's get in a couple little size comparisons here before we transform him. Here's your Masterpiece Spike. Here is a Fansproject Blesser. Here is a official Hasbro Target Master. And right over here we got the Justy Toys World's Smallest Shockwave. So just to kind of get the size comparison out of these guys. So to transform this guy is a relatively simple process. We're going to start by flipping his heel spurs straight down. Rotate his legs to the side like this so we can connect them together like so. And then you'll just kind of extend them on out like that. And there we go, we've got his legs put together. Now we're going to come around to the top here, and we'll rotate this joint all the way around like that. And we'll push his arm on in, compress it, and then flip it like this. Now, this back piece comes off super easy. You're going to unclip it and fold it all the way over, and you can see it fell off because it's only got half of a circle on there, so it doesn't really hold on very well. It's like part of a 3mm clip type connection, but imagine if half of your 3mm clip broke off. That's essentially what this is. So it doesn't hold on. Every time I've transformed it one way or another, it's popped off, and you just kind of connect it like that, and then pull his hand down like that. And then you just kind of flip his head like so. Now we'll take his other arm and we'll fold this on down like this. And I accidentally messed his hand up there. And you can flip his elbow. You can see there's a little tab, there's a tiny hole. You just plug it in like that. And there we go, we got the Shockwave gun. And on this side it looks pretty horrible because there's the screw on the back. So we flip it this way, and it still doesn't really look like a gun. I mean, here's our Hasbro Target Master again. And of course here we got the other Fansproject offering in the ways of Blesser, who is a pretty decent Target Master. Heck, even our world's smallest Shockwave manages to look entirely like Shockwave. So if this is actually a gun, you're probably thinking, well, that's a pretty crappy gun. I think that you're just not thinking big enough picture. For instance, this opens the door for things like Spike Gun, Megazord Gun, Optimus Gun, Goku Gun. Sort of. Fans Toy Shockwave Gun. Wait a second. And of course, let's not forget Metroplex Gun. But seriously, he's not really all that good of a gun. He is designed, however, to go with this guy. And you can see, because of our gigantic hands, we can open these on up. You can take his pistol grip here and plug it into you can knock off that thing, like always, but you can plug in the base, like so, and we can try to get this back on, and we can take off. It's just not working out for us today, is it? Alright, close some fingers. Come on, I know you can do it. There we go. Now we'll take this and figure out how it connects again. Like that. We'll take these and we'll plug it back in. And you have a gun that doesn't really hold very well. I mean, seriously, it doesn't look like a gun. You can't hold it. There we go. We've got it in. He's holding Shockwave like a gun. And I argue that this is unnecessary because we could also take our world's smallest Shockwave and quite easily make Bruticus hold him. And it looks way better, in my opinion. But, of course, if you are the type of person who, if you're the type of person who bought Generations Waspinator and that Starscream just so you could get a Waspinator so that Waspinator could hold himself, you could similarly do it with the Fans Toys Shockwave here, because if we take this out and we kind of make his fingers go like that, and then we fix this again, because you can't do anything with this without it falling apart. There we go. Now we've got Shockwave holding Shockwave, and I know that that fulfills somebody's fantasies out there, just not mine. So, really, while I say that Fansproject doesn't make crappy toys, I stand corrected, because this is a pretty crappy toy, and I guess I have to change the statement to Fansproject usually doesn't make any crappy toys. So this is T2RX6. I hope you guys found this informative. If you see this online for like 20 bucks like I did, I would just say stay away. See you next week.